Hey kids, welcome back to the I Got One podcast, the only podcast with a beautiful fireplace and live studio audience that you can view on our YouTube channel. What is that? You just Warp World?
Yeah, youtube.com/Warp World.
There you go. All right.
Cool.
I'm your host, Johnny Christmas.
I'm Jaku.
And I am Travis.
Hey, Travis. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
This is your first time on the podcast?
Yes.
How long have you been a listener?
As of 1 month ago, precisely.
Cool.
Wow.
That's a good time to start, I think. 1 month ago is
1 month.
when season two started.
Season two.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's good. You didn't have to deal with all the bumpy starts of season one.
Cool. Yeah.
There was nothing bumpy about that.
Yeah, it was
perfect.
It was experimental.
We moved around a lot. I wish we had cameras then. I wish cameras were invented back then because we had been in so many different rooms.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Now it's mostly this. I guess season two still hasn't been mostly this room though.
At this point, it has.
Yeah.
At this point, yes.
Boring. We have to get out more.
We do. We gotta find.
We can just go out there.
Yeah, take it to the street.
No, see, I've
you thought it was loud in here.
I've asked our editors about that. I'm like, hey, can we record like outside somewhere? And they're like, you could, but I'd kill you.
Yeah, like, you can't afford us if you do that.
Yeah, the amount of noise that these can pick up, just so much more, and like it's no good outside, which restricts us to this crappy place that's still Christmas, but we're in January.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
it's the Midwestern tradition.
You're ready for
what is it? You leave
Christmas
you leave the lights up. No, you leave the lights up until the first day above 50.
Dude, I haven't had
it's been above 50 for several.
Yeah,
days.
it was above 50 on Christmas.
Yeah, or if you're my parents, you just leave them up on the tree year round. So
on the like out front?
Outside, yeah, you just don't take them down.
I mean, you turn them off.
No. They just leave them up.
Are they?
Well, hang on. They're lit, like they're on though.
Sometimes.
Oh wow.
Are they colored or white?
White.
That's fine.
Well, that's the nice thing is like if you got new people coming into town and they're like, "What house is yours?" The one with the Christmas lights. But it's March. Yeah, you'll find us.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to call out that I think it's fine that they're white because then it's like a universal.
Sure.
What's a?
Sure. You want the
Am I digging this hole deeper?
The colored lights aren't okay?
Well, because the colored lights are indicative of Christmas, which is a fine time of year, and there's nothing wrong with it. But having the white lights, you can use white lights on Valentine's Day.
I suppose.
Yeah. The colored lights are fine if they're pink on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got all those lights now that you can adjust the colors on. So you could have them up all year round.
You got to get those for your parents.
That's true. Yeah. Well, they don't leave them up on purpose. It's kind of just
they did it
once.
I
understand.
It just it's just kind of
and is it just like one tree and nothing else?
One tree.
Okay.
Yeah, wrapped around the base.
It's good for signaling, like if you're being held hostage.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Like if the cops can't, you just like SOS out of the tree, and then one of your neighbors will be like, "That tree's blinking at an odd interval."
Well, at some point they replaced the front light with a blue light, I think for like a Blue Lives Matter type thing, but it just makes us look like a house full of sorcerers.
I thought it was like Kmart.
All right.
I'd
like to retract anything nice I said about your parents' house.
Yeah. They're from Texas.
Blue light? What on earth?
It's it's
the hardest frequency for your eyes to see.
It's
great. Sounds
haunting.
Yeah, that blue light. And then it just looks like you set up for Christmas and never took it down. They ruined any out that they had.
Yeah, no out.
Holy crap. All right.
All this talk of houses and stuff gives me some ideas. But,
okay.
Why don't we explain what this podcast is?
So what Jack is about to demonstrate for you all viewers at home is that we are a bunch of insane asylum escapees who
that case was dropped.
That case was dropped.
who build weird electronics and also have crazy business ideas, and
that just might work.
Because we are convicted lunatics, we're not allowed to start businesses. Weird federal law I wasn't aware of until I attempted to file for a thing about the dog thing. And but
that case was dropped.
Here we are, and we're here to give you all the business ideas we're not legally allowed to take care of in this country, so that you can, and maybe just write us a check. It would be nice. So, what do you got?
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about houses and lights and things, and like it always makes me think about how Halloween has all these haunted houses, but like, where's the houses for all the other holidays?
Yeah.
I want like a St. Patrick's house where I go and I get shots of of liquor.
I
got
thought
one.
you were going to say, and ghosts and ghouls jump out and give you liquor.
Well, I mean, that'd be fine, but they got to be Irish.
Wait, why goose? Yeah. Well, like that Leprechaun movie had the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Leprechaun. Yeah.
that was a
was
movie.
was he a ghoul or he was a ghoul?
He was a leprechaun.
But like what category?
He was Irish.
He was Irish. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we just go back to the colored lights then?
No,
No? Okay.
I don't see the connection.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, so like, and like, I know it's like when I was younger, there was a Santa house. Not by my house, but my grandfather's house near that, and like it was a guy that was Santa, right? And so you'd go there, but then you also have all these.
What?
Yeah, you didn't have that.
Like whenever?
No,
like
no.
April?
No, just in
And he'd be
December.
like, hey man, you want to go to Santa's house?
Yeah.
Sit on his lap?
No, it's just December.
Okay. But like all December, you could ring his bell at any time.
He had hours. Like
Okay.
evenings. But then additionally,
Tell me how this wasn't creepy. I really want to
I mean-
understand that this was fine.
it was fine.
That case was dropped.
Yeah, that case was dropped. I don't recall a lot about it because I was a child. I remember I remember not asking him for Legos and getting back in the car and be like, oh, I should have asked for Legos. I'm being upset that I didn't, and then thinking
Yeah.
I wasn't going to get and then I got
Yeah.
Legos. I'm like, he knew.
Christmas
knows.
story. You want
Yeah.
that Red Ryder BB gun?
Yeah, but I digress. Additionally, Christmas does have kind of like hey, we got all these lights on these houses. You don't go inside the houses, but you see them and you drive through the neighborhoods.
Right.
So Christmas kind of has that already. But yeah, I want it for like St. Patrick's Day, April Fool's Day. Like,
Oh, that'd be terrifying. April
yeah.
Fool's Day.
You go into somebody's house and you're like,
Just
am I supposed
saw.
to be here?
There's just always a bucket of water over the door. Just
Yeah.
it's the easiest one to
Yeah.
set up.
But yeah, I think more houses need to have more holidays need to have these houses attached to them and people inviting you in.
You know what I haven't seen in a long time?
No.
The bucket over the door gag.
Sure.
When's the last time you saw someone pull that one off?
I'll be honest, I've never seen that in real life.
I used to do it as a
Yeah.
child.
Oh, I did it all
really?
the time. I'd do it to my
It
dad
would hardly
constantly.
work, but
Oh, see, I would just I would use cups, and those always worked
Like
you
plastic
could
cups?
yeah,
Or-
you just
yeah.
creak the door open, and then
and that
you
way,
just
it's, yeah. it's
yeah, a
not
whole
big.
bucket. No, it doesn't work. But like a cup,
Yeah.
you can nail your
I'd
dad
always
with
try a
that.
plastic bucket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am such a fast runner.
I bet.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my dad's such a fast runner.
I used to do like spiders and stuff, like toilet seat, and you lift it up. Oh, shit.
Oh,
a spider.
I thought you put
Yeah.
a bucket of spiders over the door.
Well, that
And
too.
you get doused in spiders.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you ever see spider eggs? You ever see them hatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I want to put a bucket of spiders over a door. Let's put that in the other list.
Yeah, all right.
Bucket of spiders.
Yeah,
So
pranked.
I got one
All right.
related
Yeah.
to that. So like projection mapping is a thing. Like Disney uses it. We talked about this earlier on the
Yeah.
podcast. After I have a good. What I did is I listened to a couple episodes ago, and I had a bunch of ideas that I fleshed out, and this is totally cheating. Why don't we have consumer grade projection mapping that you can use? You just point the thing at the front of your house. You can use it for multiple holidays, like you were saying, but consumer grade, easy to set up. It'd be it's got a bunch of templates or a bunch of themes, and then all you do is you go in the software, and I'm thinking you take a picture of your house and you put it in there, and it tries to identify where your windows and door are, and then you can kind of tweak it by poking or drawing rectangles around your windows and doors, and then some simple AI goes through and goes, cool, got it, and generates a face for your house.
So I already had this idea
When?
3 episodes ago.
But what? But how
Projection
was
of-
it not as good?
Well, I mean, it was.
Walk us through how mine's
I
better.
said the nerds at NASA will figure it out.
Right.
But since then,
nerds at
since
NASA.
then,
Yeah.
I've seen a show, and I'm sure it's a show over in the UK, but it was on YouTube, and it's called Gadget Man with the guy from IT Crowd, Moss, and he had a holiday episode. And he had this projection mapping thing on his house that had all these holiday lights and all this sort of stuff.
It exists, but it's very hard to do for the average person.
It's only going to get better.
Right. And so my point is
Your
let's-
idea is to take an idea that exists and make it better.
So this is projection
Yeah.
mapping as a service.
No.
no.
This is so you can do it yourself.
His idea is that technology should evolve and be better.
I think
Got
my
it.
idea is
That's a great
is
idea.
the front end for it that it works.
I think they're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. But now
Now you look like
because
an
the
idiot.
Mighty Boosh did it, now I look like an idiot.
It wasn't him.
Yeah, it was.
I thought Mighty Bush was you're thinking of the goth guy.
What was his
from IT
name?
Crowd.
Old Greg.
No, from the IT crowd though. What was his name? Studio audience. The goth dude. Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond.
Richmond.
Yeah. Why is Richmond out of his room? He shouldn't be out of his room.
Yes.
Why is he out of his room? Yes.
That guy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. No, other guy.
Have you ever drank Bailey's from a shoe?
Yeah.
Twice, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Old
The
Greg.
thing-
Cradle
yeah.
of Filth.
Right.
Cradle of Filth.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to get into a diatribe about
It's time
Cradle of
to-
Filth. Not appropriate. Who's got one that doesn't exist already?
I've got one.
All right.
It's more just an idea based off the name, but I want to partner with Samsung and release a version of the Galaxy Note called the Galaxy Brown Note, and because
Still not allowed on planes.
That case was dropped.
yeah, I feel like for those people, like when I was a kid, I was just constipated all the time, and so
What? And kids play with their phones on the toilet now all the time anyway.
Yeah,
So-
it just will always admit, like, for people who don't know, the Brown Note was a theorized forbidden technology that the Army researched back in like the 21st century or 20th century, whatever somewhere in the 1900s.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to make you shit your pants if you heard it or if your body was hit by it. So I feel like that should be researched more and put into a Galaxy Note.
Yeah. This is some like men who scream at goats.
Yes.
What was the name of that?
It was
that whole-
the men who stare at
project?
goats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben who stare at goats, yeah.
No, there was like that whole. What was the name of that whole like project? That secret
George Clooney.
the George Clooney project.
Yeah. That was real.
So,
That was a
Galaxy
documentary.
Brown Note that just
But it's only for the Samsung. And that way they have one over on Apple.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you
Apple's
really
number
wanted to,
2 to
who's your
this.
target audience?
well,
The chronically constipated,
yeah,
I guess.
the one for whom
a
prune
real-
juice doesn't work.
That's a real small. I don't know if you're gonna get an ROI
All right,
on
how,
that.
how about this instead? Instead of it being a beneficial thing, you could be like an offensive tool. So you basically you pick a country that you really want. You try to get Samsung phones to just get purchased up by this country, and nobody knows that the Brown Note is a hidden functionality of
Yeah.
that phone. And then you just one day, the reckoning happens.
Papa John's. That's what we've been waiting for.
The day of reckoning.
The day of reckoning.
Papa John's.
I had 40 pizzas the last 30 days.
Hear his wife divorced
Have
him.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're trying to get him on the podcast, actually.
have you checked out
should.
PapaJohns2.com?
PapaJohns2.com. Oh. Did you know you can use coupon code Warhead10 to get a free 2 liter of...
I didn't.
No,
See,
you can
and the
use
Ghost.
Warhead 2 to get a 10% off a Ghost at
thought it was-
PapaJohns2.com.
Warhead 10?
Yeah, it's Warhead 10.
Did y'all hear
that's what
that the
Trying to give us
CFO,
Pepsi.
the CFO of Papa John's died? Yes, it was announced yesterday.
Oh,
The CFO,
no.
he died in Europe in a snorkeling accident.
A snorkeling
The day of
accident.
reckoning has happened.
It's starting.
That was the reckoning.
Oh.
I didn't reckon that happened,
I didn't.
but I guess Papa John did.
How
knew.
greasy was the water when they found his body? Because
Yeah.
that's a telltale sign that Papa John was there.
Is it all red and splotchy?
It's like, it looks like there's been like 30 pizzas in this water. What's going on?
They just saw a very mannish-looking seal swimming away.
With a red shirt.
Yeah.
eating
We shouldn't laugh
40
about someone's
pizzas.
death, guys.
Okay. But check out PapaJohns2.com for
Johns2.com.
all your ghost needs. Are you doing that right now, Carlos? Is that weird? Okay.
The day of
Studio
reckoning.
audience.
We do want to get Papa John on the podcast. We think he's got a lot of good pizza business ideas that he can bring to the table.
He has a lot
I would
to
love
offer.
that. I would
Yeah.
pay for his flight if he wanted to come. Be
I
on
mean,
our
we're flying to
podcast.
him. He's got a mansion, maybe still.
Oh yeah,
half a mansion.
That probably makes more sense.
Yeah, we'll go to him.
He's got half a mansion or whatever his wife took.
It's cheaper.
That's the cool thing about mansions. You just build a wall in the middle, and then you're like, there you go.
It's cheaper for both of us to fly to him than to pay for him because he's probably like, yeah, I want first class and limo service and 40 pizzas.
I got one.
All right.
So like it's the old sitcom like tape down the middle of the apartment gag that we've seen 1,000 times.
Yeah.
It's that for divorces, but they come and they build an actual room or an actual wall right down the middle, like 50-50, and you go, that half's yours, that half's mine. Done. No more messy, like, gotta sell the house, split the proceeds, and you're fighting over like, well, you sold it at a loss, so I wouldn't get any money. Like, no, just build a wall right down the middle. You both still live there. You don't gotta move your crap, except for like you just push half the chairs over there.
Who gets
Flawless.
the fridge?
What?
Yeah. See, so that's the problem with that is like you got all these.
Whoever's side has the kitchen.
Yeah, but then
Done.
one side might have the kitchen and the bathroom
Yeah.
and the door, and then you're trapped.
Yeah, but then the other side like has all the bedrooms. Like everyone wins and everyone
I can
loses.
sleep
It's
in the
50-50.
I feel like I did this in
Every
The Sims
room is a
when I was
bedroom.
kid.
Every room is a kitchen.
Not every room is a bathroom.
Every room is. What, are you kidding me? Every room is a bathroom. The entire world is your bathroom.
All right, I think you should just get the nerds at NASA.
Prove me wrong.
Get the nerds at NASA to figure out a way to change the humans' frequencies so that they can coexist in the same space and go through each other and not see each other like ghosts, but only when
Like
they're in the house.
phase in and out.
Yeah,
like,
phase in and out.
What a stupid use of that technology.
I'm just saying.
What would you use it for if you had that technology?
Literally everything else. Like if we could cause two objects to exist on the same plane,
Yeah.
we would live in a perfect utopia. Like there's no situation where that couldn't be made better by that technology. And you're like, well, son, when you get divorced, you could just tolerate each other.
Well, you wouldn't know they're there.
Like you could,
I
like
guess-
transportation, you could beeline to anywhere else.
I guess it would save like every single person would have a home because everyone could.
Yeah, everyone
coexist
can live in the
space.
same house. Are you kidding me?
Okay, I mean, hey, you know, you got to start with the.
I'm not
purpose
going to
and then
yes
you work
and that.
That case is dropped, right?
That case was dropped.
Yeah, it would cause all divorce cases to get dropped because you don't need them anymore. You just push the button. In fact, you probably never get divorced because when you're just sick of something, you just push the button until you're not sick of them anymore.
That's
oh
true.
man, there you go. How about a button
All right, just a
that
button.
just turns, puts people to sleep? I feel like everyone's had this idea.
Yeah.
It's the gun that only kills people temporarily. Just
All right.
extrapolated.
All right. Well, I've got one that's different from all this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
It's an app idea, and I think the name I have for it right now is called Future Self. And so it's an app that remembers your bad behaviors, and it warns you when it detects that you're doing them again, so that you stop doing bad things like smoking, or maybe it's more so like,
But-
hey, if you don't clean your house now, Future Self's gonna have to do it. And that's bad because like they're gonna be busy with this other stuff, and you're putting it off.
2 comments.
Nope,
1,
don't want them.
I do what I want.
Yep.
2, future me's an idiot.
Exactly. That's that. I know.
So
You know how I
what's
know?
the deterrent, I guess?
I don't know. That's for the nerds at NASA to figure out. All right.
It's just going to be like a shock, like a jolt?
No, because it's going to come from your phone. So
I think it's just going to keep happening. Like it's
it's going to keep happening.
like-
I think it's just going to warn you of. It's going to be like, hey, listen, if you do this again, this is going to happen again.
Okay.
And remember how it felt when you were future self. And it's kind of like, oh yeah, I don't want to put myself in that situation again. I think that's kind of the idea around it.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, because like when it happens to you, you're like, man, I should have emptied this dishwasher yesterday. Now I got all these dirty dishes and the dishwasher's, damn it. And you do that all the time. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone on earth does that. But if you have like your phone that's bothering you at like, it could be like as soon as the dishwasher's done, it'll be like empty the dishwasher. And then it will like every 2 hours, it'll keep going empty the dishwasher. And you can't can't disable it until the dishwasher acknowledges that it's been emptied, and
Right.
there's no silence this alarm for a day. It just, and if you're on vacation and you forgot to empty that dishwasher, too bad. Turn your phone off.
The gilded prison of IoT devices
Yeah,
is
that's
forcing you to.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the IoT world I want to live in,
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
no,
you
that's-
can't silence the alerts.
That's a lot easier too than trying to detect these things.
Robots will
Using-
annoy us to death.
Using your IoT devices, your dishwasher, and your stove. You know, so turn me off. It's like fuck off. I'll leave you on.
Yeah, because like we know that doesn't work because snooze buttons
Yeah.
are the bane of like snooze buttons are the number one reason we don't currently live in a utopian society.
Is that the number one reason?
Yeah, the number one reason.
Interesting.
Like if everybody would just wake up
Yeah.
like an adult and go to work.
Well, hold on. Now you're asking for two things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waking up.
Well, that's the only
and
reason to
going-
wake up. Go to work.
Is it?
Why do you wake up?
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd be asleep right
Should
now.
we just?
Right.
I mean,
I was asleep and Jaku was like, "Hey, podcast," and I'm like,
that's a bold faced lie. I received a text message from this man this morning that literally
No.
has the words
"It's not me. It's not from me." That was
"Good for today?" Question mark at 11:06 a.m.
Hang on. That was automated.
That was automated.
Yeah.
Nice.
At 11:07, my automated reply was, "Yep, getting ready to head over," which
Yeah.
is
I've got
you
one.
just
I
woke
said-
me up.
I told Siri, hey, at 11:07 tomorrow, text Jaku. You good for the podcast?
No, that comes up with a great idea.
And then Jaku texts me back, yup. And that ding is what wakes me up, because then if he's not ready, it doesn't ding. I don't wake up.
Yeah, you're
all set.
That's crazy because your
What's
ding,
up?
your ding woke me
Yeah,
up, and
right,
my
right.
automated reply was set. It was perfect harmony between man
Yeah.
and machine.
And this is why we're all going to live in the Wall-E world.
And you're right. I woke up to
Machines
to do this job.
Perfect.
Otherwise, why don't we just all take that pill to go to the farm upstate?
This is a job. This Ghost Express. Like, how do these things?
We got jobs, man.
PapaJohns2.com. Okay. It's real, by the way.
What?
It's real. Yeah.
I'm gonna go look it up.
Someone was complaining we weren't dropping enough new URLs on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We dropped one.
Papa John's too.
Yeah. What was yesterday?
So good they did it twice.
Yeah.
I think like you talking about just automated text messages would be fantastic. I think if I could automate most of my communication with other people through some sort of like AI learning that knows how I'm supposed to respond to these things. I did that when I was working tier 2 chats in IT. I just had a bunch of like notepads where I would copy paste basically every response that I would ever have to give somebody.
Yep.
I was going to say that's the worst chat system I've ever heard
Yeah.
of. So I paste in the notepad, and then I have to copy out a response and paste it in their notepad. Like,
Yeah, but you'd have to type paragraphs out to explain things. It's just
Yeah.
exhausting. So I want to.
do you think it's still like that, or these chat centers at least now have like
They
buttons
have
you
a
can
dashboard.
press? Right?
Yeah, they definitely have a dashboard that's a little bit more, but I bet you individuals have systems more like that still.
Yeah, I don't know. It was apparently it's still ongoing. I have a guy who works there still and says it's not.
So it'd be
very
like
different.
function F1 and it types "Hey idiot."
Yeah,
Well,
Or
basically.
listen idiot.
Yeah.
It's basically just like World of Warcraft macros at that point, just communicating rates.
Right.
This is an idea I had. Wait though.
No, yeah, that was. I just basically don't want to have to juggle all my communications. So I
Yeah.
would love for a AI overlord to do it for me.
So
Doesn't Google have that? The Google Assistant.
Google Gmail does like the
Gmail Assistant.
auto
seen
typing
this?
like for your emails. So you start to type something.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, hey,
Those
you
are great.
probably
But it
do
also
this.
had the
Yeah, it has the assistant
had
to
that
call.
AI assistant.
It's to call places and set reservations.
Yeah,
for
that's
very basic
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
One of my ideas was actually a keyboard that had dedicated buttons for like LOL and other phrases.
Why would you have to get a
Listen,
dedicated key for
have that-
LOL?
It's not for me. It's not
so
for
short.
me.
It's text replace.
Yeah.
And you just
No, I know. Text replace, but you still have to type things. This is a keyboard. It's a physical keyboard. And it's not just LOL. LOL is just the easiest example that people get.
Like I set my L key to always type LOL.
I know. That's why you had really stupid messages all the time.
but
Because it's like,
they make you laugh.
they do. 'Cause I'm like, somehow this guy survived up until this point. Through a comedy of errors, Johnny's alive.
It's true.
Yeah, but no, it's LOL is the easiest example because everyone knows it. But it'd be like a huge keyboard with all these phrases that are common to you.
Hey idiot.
Yeah, hey
Listen.
idiot. Yeah,
Listen.
What's the number one? Yeah,
Sick of this.
yeah. But
Stop
the
texting
AI
me.
that reminds me of
Why is it so
Silicon Valley.
small?
Can you pick up toilet paper?
Yeah, Silicon Valley. The show they just had.
Who do you know that you question their ability to lift toilet paper?
It's,
It was more like a may you. No, I
Yeah.
guess that wouldn't work either. May you pick up toilet paper?
you should just demand.
That sounds like a salutation or like a may you always pick up toilet paper
yes, you too.
when you are in need.
Yeah, the
How
AI.
about- I got one.
Yeah.
Just modern salutation. It's not what's the word for that?
Salutation sounds
Modern
yeah.
salutations. Like may your toilet paper roll always be full.
I want curses. I want curses to come back.
May your toilet paper roll always only have 3 sheets on it, and you don't realize it until you've already sat down.
It'd always
May
be one
your
ply.
toilet paper roll break. And
Break.
yeah.
Should we customize curses as a service? Because like I think the thing with curses is they got to be unique, and they got to be like appropriate for the person and the scenario. But people don't think of things well enough anymore, and so
that is a 2020.
yeah.
Profound.
Yeah, that's the motto of right now.
So-
People don't think of things well enough anymore.
So you need to like tape
I'm
that
sad.
idea. I know, right? Well, we need other people to think for us and to come up with witty responses and curses.
What about like curse Mad Libs?
Cursesforyou.com.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, curse Mad Libs. That's what it is.
Yeah.
May your blank
Yeah.
always be blank.
Right. And it
when
has
you
a drop down for like what you're trying to go for, trying to like ruin their life, mildly inconvenience them, etc.
Yeah.
well, that's just what like the parenthetical text is, like mild inconvenience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this curse is said by a witch or something.
I mean,
'Cause, like
yeah.
I don't think I can't curse you. I don't have those powers.
Have you tried?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, have you? Yeah. Yeah.
So I a long time ago I made a Twitter bot back when that's all anyone ever did.
Yep.
And I did the like we fed a bot X and this is what it did. It was like right when that sort of shit came out, and so I fed it like 2 gigs
Spaghetti.
of like grimoire text, like like
Yeah, like Lesser Key of Solomon.
yeah, that stuff. And like I fed it like this whole like dump that I had, and I was like generate new spells and curses and crap, and like
That honestly sounds dope.
and it did, and it was like weird, but like so was the input text, and so like it was semi plausible. I had this thing. I had 2-factor authentication set up on this thing's account. The password would absolutely never work. This thing would constantly change its own password.
Oh, wow.
And I would every single time I went to log in, I would have to like do the password reset. And like for a month, I had the password plain text just in like Notepad, just sitting there. And like, I'm like, copy, paste, no white space, like did the whole, like there it is, it works. And then like 2 weeks later, I'll come back and I will just like paste it in. Like, it's like, nope, incorrect password.
It's the dark arts, man. It's what happens when you invoke the spirits.
So I'm going to nix that idea.
Nixing curses.
Nixing,
No
generating
curses.
curses. Because I just don't feel like resetting passwords on.
Yeah, that's the last thing AI needs is to be able to curse people.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So
Terrifying.
like it's one thing where it can like, mess up our economy or something accidentally. It's another where it's like crossing metaphysical planes
Yes.
to affect us in ways that we don't even know how to directly access. I don't need because
Maybe.
yeah.
Very
'Cause
neuromancer.
AI is going to figure out exactly what works and what doesn't, and then invariably humans are the problem, and it will go, well, if we just get rid of humans, we'll all be fine.
Yeah.
And no, don't give it weapons. Don't give this thing weapons that it can actually pull the trigger on. That's my
I agree with that.
I suppose that's fair. As much as I want to disagree, I do want to talk.
You're
about,
welcome to disagree.
Oh, I know. I'm
for
welcome
stupid
to.
reasons.
Yeah,
it's
I
cool.
I can't think of any.
We
stupid
wouldn't have a
reason.
podcast.
Yeah, I can't think of any stupid reason to disagree with you on that. I do want to talk about a Twitter bot I wrote.
Just want to
once.
make sure everyone at home heard that.
Beep that out. That case was dropped. Back in the day, early days of Twitter, I wrote a bot that was just a black cloud. That was its name.
Yeah.
And when you would get followed, you would get an email that says a black cloud is now following you.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it would just search for people talking about bad luck and stuff. And it amassed like 10,000 plus followers in like weeks. And then it got terminated for terms of service bullshit. But I did copy the idea for a lost dog. And that way, anyone that was like, oh, you lost my dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that
And then
brings
like
it back to the
and
podcast.
it says a
'cause
lost
dogs-
dog followed you.
Yeah.
And you're like, I just posted I lost my dog, and all this account says a lost dog is following me, and that's mean.
Yeah. People are so hurt about that. So you can hurt people with technology without curses, is what I'm getting at.
Hurting people with technology.
And
That
this is-
should be the
Yeah.
motto for our podcast. I got one podcast. Hurting people with technology.
Yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad.
I got, speaking of dogs,
All right.
I got one.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
those automatic dog washers,
Yeah.
where it's like just a terror booth for dogs, where you put the dog in there and it like wets them, shampoos them,
Yeah.
rinses them, blow dries them, all while the dog is chained in this like Hellraiser box. That's
Yeah.
just,
That's fine. I'm not in there.
and I can't like, and
Wow.
now you like, yeah. Does your dog not have PTSD? Let us help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we have that for people? Why are our showers not just that?
Are you asking why are our showers not torture devices?
No, like why is it like why can't I just go in the shower, push a button, and go for like 2 minutes, and then
Sure.
I'm done, and I can get the hell out of there?
You haven't been
Why
to-
is bathing still such like
A manual labor?
egregiously
You haven't been at Papa
manual-
John's house, have you?
No, he clearly never showers. He's all, or he's like
no.
it sprays him with grease. Like, which hey, fine.
I just bathed
Like
in
that's
my
fine. I'm just
pizzas.
saying that's a fact. That is what happens. I'm not picking on it.
Yeah.
So like we have like, you ever see spray tan booths?
Yeah. Sure.
You get in
Yeah,
there and
we
you
got
go like
that.
this and that. Why don't we have showers like that? Like, and it can like you can be like the TSA booths where you have to stand in a certain place in a certain way so it can get all in your bits and crevices and.
Will there also be a man commanding me to step onto the into the shower?
And
You
How
could
the
have a little
shower voice,
hologram.
a
It's like
voice,
step hands above your head.
Sir,
higher.
up your pockets.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't have
Anything in your
Take your
pocket.
shoes off.
I'm naked. What the?
Yeah, what's in your shoe?
Yeah.
Nothing. Take your shoes
I'm
off.
not wearing any
because you're
shoes.
in the shower.
Yep.
Here's I think one of the big problems. You ever go to a friend's house and shower at their house
I refuse.
and try to figure out how their shower works? 'Cause
Yeah.
every shower is different. Doesn't matter.
I always do that. Always.
Yeah.
Like if I use the bathroom, I try to figure out how the shower works.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, it used to be digging through the medicine cabinet. Used to be the thing to do.
But
Now
now
I'm like,
it's
let me
how's
check out
the
this weird
work?
shower.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Johnny just asked to go to the
Oh,
restroom. Why do I hear
Yeah,
the
they're
shower?
like, why is the
running?
shower running? And I was like, I couldn't find the toilet.
Well, Andre the Giant actually had to use bathtubs as toilets.
Okay.
Yep.
I was just gonna say I got one. Why
I hate
isn't it
that.
all the same thing?
I
Right?
learned that last night.
Like,
on
how
Twitch
often does
chat.
so
I don't know how true it is.
how often does your shower get cleaned?
all the time?
Daily, right?
Yeah.
How often does your toilet get cleaned? Not daily. Not daily. Shut up. Not daily. Yeah.
Depends on
Every 2 days,
definition.
fine. Not daily. Yeah. No, and you don't tell me you clean it by hosing it down with pee and it's fine because it's a toilet and that's what goes in it. That's not.
He is sanitary,
That's
supposedly.
not at all true. There's no part of that is true.
No, it's sanitized. Yeah.
No,
It's sterile. It's sterile. It's
Sterile.
you're
That's what I'm looking
yeah,
for.
That's the word you're looking for.
it's sterile. It's full of all kinds of toxic chemicals that can.
No.
It's sterile like alcohol, like rubbing alcohol is
Got
sterile.
electrolytes.
Yeah.
It does tons of electrolytes. It also has toxins. Just it does not have microbes,
Debatable.
live microbes.
Debatable.
All right, hang
All
on.
right.
We're gonna.
No, that's actually gonna be it for time.
Oh,
Yep.
oh. He always ends it right when I'm gonna pee in something.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
All right, great, fine.
Yep.
We're gonna
So-
take this offline.
Take this offline.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna head to the can,
Together.
which can be anywhere in your house, as we
Apparently.
discussed.
Even a bathtub.
And we will see you kids in a week. Travis, it's great having you. Where
to be here.
can we find you? Do you want anyone to find you? Because it's cool if you don't.
No, yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Puppy Ozone, one word,
Like so,
like the atmosphere,
like a dog,
like a dog,
dog.
puppy,
and then like
woof.
the extremely toxic gas.
yes,
All one word.
yes.
Okay. That is the epitome of the I Got One podcast guest, I think.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
You can find this podcast wherever you found this episode.
Yeah. It'll probably be in the same place unless they ban us.
Yep.
Yeah. Check us out on the YouTubes at youtube.com/warpworld and then the Discord. Oh, yeah.
Discord.warp.world.
Come yell. Come be furious at us at discord.warp.world.
By this point, our Patreon should change to have included everything. But if it hasn't, don't hold me to that.
It's at patreon.warp.world.
Patreon.warp.world.
All right.
Nice.
And then papajohnstew.com.
PapaJohnStew.com.
10% off with code
Warhead10.
Warhead10.
Yep.
And that's all I got. I don't know. You want anything
Nope.
to plug? Ghost Express. Which
Ghost
is,
Express.
Ghost Express.
Die Ghost.
Yeah. And,
Maybe you get a curse.
and if you're in the Chicago area,
us
come
up.
be on the podcast.
It works.
Give us a 5-star review, and we might fly you to somewhere we choose.
Yep.
You
What
won't
else?
know where it is.
That's it. We
We need just rolling credits on this now.
should
This
just
is
record this once and then have that play back.
if only I had a device that could do that.
Yeah.
That case was dropped.
If
And
only.
we'll see you all kids next week.
Bye.
Bye.